Sam Spiegelman, Rivals national recruiting analyst here with Rivals 100 cornerback Julian Humphrey. Not only the best corner in Texas, one of the best in the country, a top 10 corner, one-time Florida commitment, and now getting ready to make his decision at the end of his senior season at Clear Lake in Houston. Florida was the decision for a while. Now it's going to be Georgia. Just take me through your process. You obviously committed to Florida. You felt very comfortable with that, but you kept taking visits. You kept exploring your options, just in case. And that led you here today. Take me behind the scenes, Julian.
Well, like I've said to Coach Dan Mullen whenever I first committed, I told him that even though I'm going to commit, I'm still going to take my visits and look around because, we couldn't do that last year because COVID stopped us from going everywhere. So, I told him I was going to, take my visits and take my time and really, but at the same time being committed, but, still, take my time, still kind of explore, other universities a little bit. And then, he said, okay. But then, it's been crazy, ever since I committed, schools has been hitting me up, Bama, a whole bunch of schools just coming in trying to get me to them, LSU, everybody trying to get me to them. But ever since I went to my Georgia official visit and I felt the vibe and everything up there, it clicked automatically. It's it was like a thing in my head. I was like, yeah, I want to be here for the next 4 years, 3 to 4 years.
Obviously, you've been going through this process now for three-ish, 4 years already, just going through every, different chapter of it. And the biggest thing is relationships. And what kind of stands out to me going over your recruitment is that even when you committed, the coaches at Georgia kept making you a priority and you kept visiting and giving them a shot, checking them out. What
Right.
kind of stood out about the relationships that you've built with the coaches at Georgia over the last couple of years?
Well, the thing about Georgia is that I wanted to go to a school that can really develop me as develop me and get me better and really put me out there to the NFL draft. Not put me out there, but work around technique and all that. Just help me with all that, get me better. And I feel like Georgia was the great place because they just had 6 DBs leave last year. I think that was a record. And then I've been talking to Coach Will Muschamp every single day. Coach Adai, I've been talking to Coach Kirby on the phone every other day, texting me. It was just crazy love coming from Georgia. I just knew automatically that's a place I wanted to be. And I've been talking to Keely Ringo and he's from down here too. He's not from down here, but he was telling me that how it is up there and that they have and another main reason why I picked Georgia was because they have a whole bunch of seniors leaving this year. And Keely was telling me that they have a whole bunch of seniors leaving this year and that I have a high chance of coming up there early, learning the defense and getting bigger and actually playing freshman year. So, that was another thing because, I want to play early and, get developed. So,
Yeah, who could blame you, right?
right.
No, so you went over all those factors, and the relationships, the ability to possibly compete early. Maybe it's a coincidence, maybe it's not, but obviously Georgia right now, as you're committing, is the number 1 team in the country. They're playing like
Right.
the number 1 team in the country, and they have a ton of momentum on the field. And they got a flip on the Thursday before your commitment, and then they got your commitment on Friday to even more momentum heading into game day on Saturday.
Right.
In your mind, as a top 100 recruit, a top 60 recruit, one of the most sought after kids in the entire country, does that kind of factor in? They have a lot of momentum right now, a lot of buzz in the college football world. Does that kind of help you give a little bit more confidence with your commitment?
Yeah. As Georgia, because wherever I go, I'm gonna compete regardless. But Georgia's I've been talking to Georgia way before they was the number 1 team and all that. But it's a coincidence that they just is the number 1 team now. Whenever they shut Clemson out, that was when I knew. I was oh, okay, yeah. They Divas is crazy. So that was something that I want to be a part of. It's special over there. So.
All right, last 2 questions, and both of them are really quick and easy. Obviously, you were committed to Florida. Now you're committed to Georgia. Obviously, you've been through this recruiting process. Multiple months, multiple years. what have you kind of learned from it that, obviously to decommit and reopen things and reevaluate? What did you kind of learn from your recruitment that you feel really comfortable with this decision to go into Georgia?
I learned that always like all like I learned that your commitment is always it's a real selfish decision. Like you are like you're gonna be the one like playing, working out with the team every single day. So like you gotta be selfish and go to the team that's gonna better you. And like, all I gotta say is probably like take your time before you commit and everything, visit everywhere, take all like take a whole bunch of visits and like build a relationship with the coaches. And like I mean, Georgia has like by far did that the greatest. So yeah, Georgia and A&M, but Georgia has pulled out to be fair. So yeah.
And last thing, dude, and I appreciate all the time, of course, is we've seen some of your accomplishments on the field over the last couple of months. Right after you put together a great junior season during COVID, which is very hard to do because not a lot of teams even were able to field teams.
Right.
Then you have the spectacular record-setting spring on the track, and then we saw what you did at the 5-Star Challenge, repping the gear right now. Just it's been a spectacular offseason for you, spectacular senior season for you at Clear Lake. Going to Georgia, what are some of your expectations? What are some of your visions for your career there? And what have the coaches kind of said about what they're imagining for you that has you excited about your future there in Athens?
I mean, the thing about over there is that the coaches be telling me that when I get over there, I could do track. But like whenever I went up there for my visit, I was like hanging out with like Matthew Boland and like the track head coach. Like they were just talking, saying that, man, it's gonna be crazy whenever I get up there. And they were just saying that we'll have a fast relay. It'll be me, Matthew Boland, Keely Ringo, and some other guys. But we were just all just like talking about how great it'll be up there. And then like, I mean, and the thing that I can't wait for is that I'm being recruited to Georgia to play DB, but like whenever a team has like a fast shifty dude in the slot, I can line up in a nickel and I can guard him. So like really I could play corner, nickel, safety, anything. So another thing that I'm glad for is that Georgia played 5 to 6 DBs on the field at once, like every down. So like that's different. So
Can't wait to see it, dude. Appreciate the time and congrats on the decision.
yes, sir. Thank you.